What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo with Muscle Serpents Daily here, and we're going to be doing a great video today. I promise you we're going to do an instructional video. I'm going to be talking about how to breed ball pythons, at least how I do it. Hopefully, if you guys are beginners out there or have questions about maybe am I doing the right thing, not doing the right thing, I'm going to tell you what I do and what works for me, and it works very well. I also have my assistant Pablo, who's got a great system of how to keep track of whether animals eat or not, what they're eating, mice or rats, whether they're pregnant, gravid or not, and, trouble feeders. So we're going to go through that. He's going to explain that whole system he has set up here at Palumbo's Pythons Boas, which has made things a lot easier. Matter of fact, I can't wait for him to describe the whole thing, because I'm going to really pay attention too, because sometimes I forget. He's got a clip here, a clip there, but it all makes sense when you hear it all together. I promise you that. Plus, we're going to look at a couple clutches that have hatched out in the incubator. Finally, take a look and see what we got. All right, guys, stay tuned. Let's check out all this great information. Just a little update on my fire, Scoria. Love this snake. Every time it gets a little bigger, I got to show it off. What a beautiful snake. What a beautiful boy. Can't wait to get him in the breeding program, man. Oof. So nice. Donald Rollins did a great job with this baby, producing that. And he will be in my breeding program at some point next year. So we'll keep feeding him, getting him with the size. I haven't shown you this guy yet. I wanted to show you because sometimes, you get a snake that has no visual anything and it looks so cool. This snake is a triple recessive. It is head for blood, head for leopard, and head for albino. And it is like one of the coolest looking snakes I've ever seen for having no visual cues. Now, obviously, het leopard shows you a little bit, it does have a little bit of difference from the normal, but look at the connecting pattern of the saddles. Look at that almost like gold-like, shininess to the snake. And it almost looks IMG in the head, right? I mean, it's very dark in the head. It's a very interesting looking triple het. And that's one of the reasons I got him here, because he's just unique looking. So sometimes you don't need 14 different visual morphs to actually have an interesting looking snake. To me, snake is all about contrast. And if you have a weird contrast, look at the gold. That gold, it almost looks like a GHI Mojave ball python in a sense, at least the top part of it. So love this guy. Now here's the female version of what I just showed you. This is except she's motley. So this is a motley triple het blood, call albino, and leopard. And you can see the difference. Let's see if I can get this open without. She almost looks blue. It's hard to capture on camera, but her sides are so they're like this steel blue gray almost. With the connected patterns, obviously that's the motley gene influence right there. If I can get in there without getting bit, I can show you a little bit more. Although I think she's going for me. She's not happy. Look, yep, she's gonna make her move. So we'll leave her alone because she just ate also. But anyway, you can see how the motley influences those, especially the leopard. The het leopard and motley work together really nice. And sometimes you get sometimes the motley het leopard looks better than the motley leopard, because motley leopard is just a solid snake. It's what we call an eclipse. Motley het leopard gives you a little bit more diversity and pattern. All right, we got another clutch that just hatched out, and this was a Orange Dream Ultra Mel Het Hypo Pied, or Orange Dream Ultra Mel Pied Het Hypo male. I bred to a Hypo Het Pied female. And we got here, looks like a triple het. Het for ultramel, het for pied, het for hypo. You can see the nice little ringer here. This is not as exciting as what else is these other two that we're going to pull out. And here is a gorgeous, gorgeous hypo pied, het ultramel. The question is there Orange Dream in there? I don't know. I have another one that we produced in this litter as well. Is there Orange Dream in it? Not sure. Not sure. But these are two beauties, let me tell you. I produced a lot of hypopides. These look like they're more than hypopides, but I'm not sure. The thing I really love about these is that they're very low white. So I'm almost worried that we're gonna lose pattern. And these are gorgeous. So this whole clutch is het Ultramel. These two obviously are closer to what we want to produce. We did produce, remember, a little earlier this year, we produced the Ultramel Hypo Pied and the Orange Dream Ultramel Hypopides, or the ULTRAGLOW Pieds and the Orange Dream ULTRAGLOW Pieds. Obviously, this female wasn't het Ultramel, so I didn't have there was no chance of producing those, but these are pretty damn good. These are pretty beautiful. I know I have one person who's waiting for this clutch to hatch out, so here it is. Definitely some gorgeous hypopides. Are they Orange Dream hypopides? I'm open to your suggestions. They might be. They're really, I mean, I've produced hypopides before, a lot of them. And these, look at those bellies. I think these are Orange Dream hypopides, I really do. Really, really impressive looking. I mean, super clean. Obviously, the goal would be to get Ultramel into here and produce some visuals, and ultimately down the road, produce the Super Orange Dream Ultramel hypopides. So, very happy with this small little clutch. I had one other that was born. It was a little kinked up, so it became king snake food, but that's the way it goes sometimes. All right, I was totally surprised. I looked at my incubator, I had a 1-egg clutch, and the thing hatched. I didn't even think it was gonna go full term, to be honest with you. And I didn't even notice that it had hatched, but it did. This was an interesting pairing because someone had given me I had bought a snake from someone, a couple snakes, and they had thrown in a free Super Nanny. The Nanny gene is, changes pattern up and does a couple of little kooky things. And so I decided I was gonna breed this male to a pastel butter hypo, just for shits and giggles and see what would come up. And this is the one snake the one, I guess you could say, that was produced here. And we seem to hit all the genes, ironically enough. Now everything has to be Nanny because the father was Super Nanny. And obviously this is butter. And then of course you can see the erased head, that's pastel. So we got pastel butter Nanny, and it's also 100% het hypo. So very interesting looking little baby here, right? I'm kind of intrigued by it. I actually really like it. Like I said, and I was surprised because it was just sitting in the egg box over there in the incubator, and I was like, wow, when did this thing hatch out? And I didn't even see it. Some really cool stuff going on here, and like I said, Nanny gene might be a sleeper. I might have to get it into some more stuff this coming season, this breeding season. To be honest with you, I didn't even know if the male was old enough to breed. He was on the smaller side, and I put him in wasn't even gonna breed that female this year. I was gonna give her the year off, and I said, I'll put him in to see what happens. And maybe because the male was young, we only got one, fertile egg, and the other ones were slugs, but we got a baby, so it's all good. Super excited. All right, we're here with Pablo, my assistant, and he is gonna show you one of his new, I guess you could say, systems for keeping track of whether animals have eaten or not, right? Now, Pablo, what I always hate those cards where people keep the cards so they write down if they eat or not. Now, when you have 10 snakes, that's fine, but when you have hundreds of snakes, it's not viable. So give me the solution. What's your system here? Show the viewers.
All right, and you hit it on the nail. I mean, it's easy when you have a small collection. It's just way too hard to keep track. And nobody has time to be writing everything down, especially a collection like yours, which is plus 700 snakes. It's not easy to keep track of that. But at least this system allows me to see what's being eaten lately and what not. For example, we got all these black paper binder clips on each of these tubs, right?
Amazon thinks I'm crazy, by the way, because I think I bought like 10,000 of those clips.
Yeah. So this is what I do. So you see some clips on the right, some clips on the left. And you can do whatever you want, but this is what I do. On the left side means that the snake has eaten. On the right means it hasn't eaten or it didn't eat for that week. Now, when I put a rodent in, I flip this up. And then as I'm throwing in rodents in the tubs, I keep flipping them up. At the end of it all, I know where there's a rodent and where there's not a rodent, right? When I come back and check if they ate, I flip it down. And then if they ate, I put it to the left. If they didn't eat, I put it to the right. That's my system.
And what does the middle mean when the clip's in the middle?
Okay, after a snake has eaten, and if I see that it's still looking for some more food, and I give it a second rodent, then what I do is I put it in the middle and flip it up. Which means to me that this is the second wrap for this snake.
In other words, it's eaten already, but now we got another one in there.
Exactly. Okay. But that way I know that there's still a second rat in there. If she doesn't eat that rat, it doesn't matter. I still put it like she ate. And if she eats the second rat, I leave it in the middle.
Oh.
And that means that...
Do we have any... Oh, we have a... Oh, there's nothing in that one. No, do we have any other middle ones? Let's see if there's any middle ones here.
We do have middle ones.
Oh, I got a middle one right here. Yeah. Let's see. Ah, that's a nice one too. That's a Orange Dream Ultramel Head Cryptic. Or is this a Visual Cryptic, I think, yeah.
And we have actually a couple more around this.
Oh, look, another Ultramel. Ultramels are good eaters. This Pinstripe Ultramel Head Cryptic had doubles. Who else had doubles? Oh, this is Pablo's favorite snake. He feeds her too much. She's like a fatty. Hopefully she'll breed this year. Look at this girl. What did she eat? 3? Oh my God.
She ate 2.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, so that's a good system. I like it. And I actually, now that I did this video, I actually know what the system is. Because before I kept asking him. Now I actually makes sense to me.
Yeah. And then one last thing.
Yeah.
There are a couple of these clips that are different color. It's just to me to remember that the yellow means that I'm only feeding mice to this snake.
Right. It's a mouser.
It's a mouser. The red means she's not eating because she's grabbing. And yeah, there's not a snake on this tub right now, but just to give you an example, that's what I would do. I'll put a red.
That's good. I like it.
That means she's not eating. That way I don't waste time throwing in a rodent in there.
Right.
If we know that she's grabbing.
Right. Because otherwise because it's just going to bother the snake.
And this one that I haven't used yet because we haven't gotten to that point. This is going to be for the ones that eat only frozen thaw.
Ah, okay. All right, you know what? Which will be none of the ball pythons. And then we got this, I want to show you this. We got this board, this dry erase board. And you're going to put all the coding on there. So this way, if anyone's in here, they'll be able to look at the code and say, oh, all right, red clip means this, or teal clip means this. Clip to the right means that. Good system. I like it. You're automating everything here. We're doing good. Breeding season's underway, and we have high hopes, right?
Absolutely.